Just checking our restore operation. I think yeah, it is done. So we have a virtual machine. Okay. So this is the restored virtual machine and this is up and running. Okay. So you can see here, this is ready and ready for use. And probably I can do RDP into this machine. It should work. Yeah. Okay. And it will be the same. It is an exact copy of your web server one. Okay. Guys, just confirm I'm audible.
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay, okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, moving on, back to virtual machines. So other things which we were discussing. Okay, apart from these, there are few other things which you need to know. Okay, I will just delete this particular resource. I'll go to this web server one. Okay, here you need to know all these things. Okay, so this is for basic troubleshooting. Okay, whatever is the health of your virtual machine. Okay, you can see here resource health. Is it available or is it affected by any Azure platform problems or anything related to that? You should be able to see it. Okay, so all these things here on the resource health. The second one is, as we discussed earlier, the boot diagnostics. Okay, wherein you can see the current screen of your virtual machine. Okay, and the next one is performance diagnostics. Okay, performance diagnostics is basically it will create a report which will say what are the things, what are the um, resources which is being consumed, which is consuming your CPU, memory, and RAM and everything. Okay, so and inspector, this is currently in preview state. Okay, as of now, it's not going to work. The next one is your reset password and reset configuration option. Okay, reset password is basically if you forgot your password. Okay, you can just give your username and give a new password. Okay, that will automatically restore your password. Okay, so that is your reset password option. Okay, and if you want to reset the RDP configuration, if you are not able to RDP, then you will go ahead and reset the RDP configuration. Okay, and apart from that, you have something called redeploy. Okay, wherein if your VM has gone to an unhealthy host is nothing but which is hosting your virtual machine, you can go ahead and redeploy your virtual machine. Okay, and if you want to reapply your virtual machine, okay, you can go ahead and use this option. Reapply in the sense in the overview section. Okay, if you are seeing status as failed, okay, you can go ahead and reapply your virtual machine. Okay, and serial console is something wherein you can send, or we can use PowerShell to send commands to your virtual machine. Okay, you can use the serial console in order to send commands to your virtual machine. Okay, so that is with the help of serial console you will be able to do that. Okay, and if you want to check for your connectivity, okay, why you are not able to access this particular port, you can just give a test connection. Okay, you can see that, okay, what exactly is happening. Okay, and if the connection is failed, it will show you why exactly it failed. If it succeeded, it will say it's working fine. Okay, and apart from that, the last one is the support and troubleshooting. Okay, so if you want to raise a request for that particular machine, if you're facing any issue, okay, this is where this is a one-stop place for you to do that. Okay, so you will just click on support plus troubleshooting. Okay, you will create say, let's say high CPU. Okay, high CPU, you'll just get some recommendation. Okay, and if you want to create a troubleshoot a support request, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so free trial, service type, whatever the VM, it will, everything will be auto filled. The problem type we need to just put it, and see, you need to select the problem type. So VM performance is my problem and CPU usage is higher than expected. Okay, click on next, and all these questions will be asked, but there will be a troubleshooter. Okay, you need to look into that. Okay, this is my recommended solution. Okay, and you can go ahead and give the additional details, click on review and create the support request. Okay, so this is pretty much how you are going to create your support request if you are facing any high CPU issues. Okay, so this comes the end to the chapter of virtual machines. There are certain topics which we need to cover. Okay, which will be done in the future as we progress through the course. Okay, but with respect to virtual machines, the basic concepts which you need to know, all those are covered, and these are the ways in which you will troubleshoot your virtual machine in case you have any issues. Okay, so all these things will come in handy. Your resource health, if you forgot the password, you can just go ahead and reset the password. Performance diagnostics report. Okay, so if you have an issue with the performance of your machine, you can just take this particular report. Okay, and you can see what exactly is causing the issue. Okay, so it says that your physical disk has multiple volumes, partitions, and everything. So all these things, this will help you. Okay, for example, if you want something with respect to CPU, okay, just click on download the report. Okay, go here, go to downloads, extract all, extract all, extract, and once done, perf insights report, open with Google Chrome. Here you should be able to see the information. Okay, what is the top CPU consumer, if there is anything, memory, storage, with respect to storage, how many disks are there, what is the volume map, is there any storage pool. Okay, all these things. Okay, is there an antivirus, if there is an antivirus, that will come in filter drivers. And networking, what is the TCP IP setup, everything will be in this particular report. Okay, end to end you can just look into this. Okay, and if there is any system events, okay, you can see that as well. For a Windows server, you can see all the system events. So this is the beauty of having a performance diagnostic report. Okay, so any doubts, anything which you're not clear about? If you're clear, then I will go ahead and give few tasks, okay, which I expected to do by today. Okay, first one is create a VM. Okay, and create a VM in an availability set. Okay, in an availability set. And how can you change the availability set? Okay, so you're creating a VM in an availability set. Okay, and you want to change the VM's availability set. Okay, how can you do that? Okay, as earlier I had told you that you cannot do that, but can you think of any workaround using which you can change the availability set of the virtual machine? Okay, that is task number one. Okay, create a VM in a VNet. Okay, and change the VNet. Okay, how can you possibly change the VNet of your virtual machine? Similarly, uh, how to move a disk. Okay, let's say you are creating a data disk. How to move a disk from one resource group other resource group. Okay, so how are you going to achieve this? These are the three things which you are expected to do. Okay, all these topics are covered. You just need to do a bit of research and you should be able to find the answers to these questions. Okay, so create a VM and in an availability, sorry, let's put it this way, I'm so sorry. Let's create a VM without an availability set. Okay, without a availability set, and how can you put it back to an availability set? Okay, you're creating a VM without the availability set, and post creation, how are you going to put it back to an availability set? Okay, so that can be anything. It can be, the main idea is it's not about the VM name and stuff. The idea is the data should be preserved. Okay, that is the only thing which I need. Okay, the data should be preserved. Okay, and one more thing, you yeah, this is pretty much enough. Okay, just try to do these three tasks. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay, how to first is how create a VM without an availability set, then how are you going to add it into an availability set? Okay, the second one is create a VM in a particular VNet, and how can you change the VNet of the virtual machine? The third one is how to move a data disk from one resource group to another resource group. Okay, so these three are the task which is lined up for today. Okay, if you have any doubts regarding the task at any point, please do let me know. Okay, otherwise we are good for today's session. We have successfully completed our first service, which is virtual machines. Okay, anything which are not clear, security groups, disks, or the pricing options, anything which you are not clear about, you can let me know. If you we can discuss about it again. Okay. If you are clear with it, then we are going to start a new session tomorrow. Okay. That will be regarding load balancers. Okay. So and before coming into tomorrow's class, just try to create two VMs. Okay, this is beyond these tasks. Okay, so create two VMs in an availability set. Okay, create two VMs in an availability set with basic public IP. Okay, so basic public IP address. You need to create two VMs in an availability set with basic public IP. What exactly is a basic public IP? Go to virtual machines. Okay, go to your public IP address. Okay, uh, go to your public IP address and see whether they are standard or basic. Okay, so here you can see the overview here. This is my public IP. It says standard. Okay, but I want you guys to create two basic public IPs and attach it to the virtual machine. Okay, these machines should have basic public IPs. Okay, if you're not able to create, that's okay. We can discuss that in tomorrow's class. Okay, but make sure you try to do this. If you are doing this, well and good. Otherwise, we can discuss it in tomorrow's class. Any doubts? Anything which you're not clear?